4th of July. Hope everybody is out there having a good time, chilling somewhere or hanging out with friends, family, getting out there, just, I don't know, doing something. It was a beautiful day today. It was a little warm, but this new spot I'm at right now is freaking awesome. I cut a path all the way down to the river, and I went down there playing in the river for probably, I don't know, a good hour and a half, looking for shells and looking for deeper parts in that river, because the spot over by me is only about knee deep, if that. And I wandered up the river, and I wandered down the river, and I wandered up the river, and it started getting up to my crotch. So I'll be able to swim a little bit too. Here it's kind of nice. You get a nice hot day like today, you go in there and that water is refreshing. I mean, hell, that water was like almost like bath water. I don't expect a bunch of people, if anybody at all, you can come in this live. Everybody's out probably having fun, shooting off fireworks and stuff. We're doing something. I was sitting here bored. I probably got another hour and a half until it starts getting like dark. The sun's still out and it's setting. It's kind of nice, this spot here. Once the gets to a point, all this back here is shady. But yeah, I camped back here. It was like maybe 3 times. I think I left my shelter up actually for a couple weeks, a few weeks maybe. And I came back here the one time, just kind of tore it down. And I didn't come back out here. I figured I'd come back out here once it warmed up and I could take advantage of the river. But I got here though, it was like so overgrown. Luckily, I got a machete now that actually works. I actually mowed a path just straight from my spot to there. When I go back to my old spot that I usually camp at, it's gonna be nice having that machete, because I'm gonna be able to cut like somewhat of a permanent path. I don't want to do it like obviously make an obvious path. That's not what I want to do. I want to still have it kind of hidden. I'm just gonna go into the woods far enough to where nobody else comes, and then I'll start a path there. Because getting right in front of that freaking marsh and cattails and stuff, man, that's a nightmare to get through. That shit is like chest deep and fights you the whole way. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Welcome to my life. I'm sitting here chilling. Get my chill on until I start setting off some boom booms. I brought some good ones this time. Hell yeah, I got a house. I camp usually. I come out here and stealth camp once or twice a week just to get away from everything. But yeah, hell yeah, I got a nice apartment. I was out here, or I came out here the one time I went to McDonald's before I came here, and it was like I was leaving there and some guy come up to me and gave me $40 because he thought I was freaking homeless. It's like, I'm not homeless, bro. I'm just camping. Well, do you food or water? What do I do for food or water? I bring the food and the water. Bring my food, my water, and my pop. Got my dinner for the night. It's going to be a nice tinfoil dinner. Got some kielbasa, potatoes, and carrots, seasoned up just right, and just toss it on the fire and let it cook over the course of 45 minutes to an hour, flipping it here and there, and it turns out really well. Oh, it's all good over here. I don't really have to worry about the bears. I mean, my worst case scenario is they have the deer back here are a little crazy. They come back here and they start snorting in the middle of the night because they bed down like all behind me. There's a lot of areas you can see where the deer kind of bed down, and they so it's like, yeah, that's about the only thing I got to deal with. I don't even have bear spray or pepper spray or anything like that. I got my machete and my hatchet right next to me. Do I have sworn to help you? I don't know what that means, bro. Bro, do you have sworn to help you? No, I come out here by myself. I just get away from all the bullshit. It's nice and quiet. I just wrecked my car. I'm not even gonna lie. Anybody that knows me knows about a month ago, I got into an accident and totaled out my vehicle, and so right now I'm in between vehicles, so makes things it's a little tough getting back here to camp when you ain't got no freaking car, but it's doable. Yeah, I'm in between having a vehicle. I got the one I wrecked. I'm trying to get another one just like it that needs parts, and then I'll just switch over all the stuff from mine to the new one because my car only had like 30,000 miles on it. I just didn't have full coverage insurance, and it kind of screwed me. So I learned never, never, never drive around without full coverage. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a blessed evening. Enjoying this 4th of July. Do I have a wife? No, I don't have no wife. Nope, I ain't got no chicks right now. No, no chick in my life. I got. Excuse me. Got to partake, man. It's 4th of July. Toke him if you got him. 50 years old. 50 years old. Getting old. I'm doing this shit now because I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do it. I know at some point in time my body's not going to let me carry 40 or 50 pounds worth of gear and shit. I'm going to start storing some of my stuff out here so I can make things a lot easier. I need to get my cot stored out here with my mattress and my sleeping bag like I did last year, and then all I have to do is bring my food and my chair and I'm good to go. I'm way back in the woods. There's some wood over by somewhere I used to live, and I used to come back here and hang out, get away from my sister because I was living with her and my nephew. So I used to come back here and hang out, and then over time I got to know this place pretty well, and then I ended up moving away, and I didn't come back out here for maybe 12 years, maybe even longer. I was having problems with my neighbors, and they were alcoholics. I couldn't sleep. I was on like 8 days without sleep, and I had to get away, so I decided I'm coming out here for the night. And after I came out here for one night, I started coming out here 1 to 2 days a week. I try to come out here twice a week. It's usually give my body a day to recover, go home, fall asleep, sleep the next day on and off, and then I'm all ready to go again. What up? Ain't nothing in my mouth. I got a vape pen. THC vape pen, yo. Damn. I dig shit. What up? I forgot to text you and tell you I was going live. I wasn't even going to go live. I was just sitting there fucking bored. Got another hour. Hour and a half before it even starts getting dark. So I'm just sitting here killing some time. I played in the river earlier for a while and kind of worn out. Hell, I was walking around for a while and the river felt good. I drank a glass of water. That ain't gonna help me. It's a nice day. Probably sitting around tonight with my damn shirt off and shit all night long. Got a bunch of wood. What really sucks about this spot is kind of hard to find wood because everything's so overgrown I can't see anything. So I'm just like randomly walking around trying to find something. I found a couple trees and cut them down, and then a few other pieces of wood I drug over here. But I got plenty of wood to keep me warm all night. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but the weather changed. Now it's not calling for rain. I kind of like building my shelters, and then it starts raining and shit. It's nice, like towards the end of the night, like let's say like 4 or 5 in the morning, it starts sprinkling, and then it just starts raining. It just kind of helps me go to sleep. I smoke to medicate. It's my medication. I need to quit smoking cigarettes. I ain't gonna stop smoking the other. That ain't happening. So where are you from? I see some I don't know what it says. I don't know what your name is. There's some like a language I can't read it, so I don't know what it means. Where are you from? I think you asked me if I support Palestine. I don't get into politics. All that shit's crooked. Don't matter what side you're on, there's always crooked people running shit. So I just kind of stay out of politics. And oh, that's cool. You're from Egypt. That's awesome. Welcome to my life. Once in a while I get people from out of country and shit, and they just pop up. That's cool. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out for a little bit. I just got a small YouTube channel. I go camping. That's pretty much what all my videos are around, just going on. It's called stealth camping. I'm not supposed to be camping where I'm at. This is like, I think the city owns this property, but it's just nobody comes back here. It's so overgrown, and I'm so far back, nobody's going to come back and mess with me. Even if they come back here trying to find, they're never going to find me. I'm from the United States of America. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of side you support, because there's just war is bad no matter what. I mean, I don't care who's going to war. It's not a good thing to use people as cannon fodder or something like that, or just for a personal belief or something like that. Sometimes you just got to look at the world and figure out what works best. I don't support either one of them. I told you I don't get into politics. Don't pay enough attention. I used to follow all that kind of stuff, and I quit following it. It's depressing listening to that every damn day. I had a couple channels that used to talk about Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and Russia, and now it's Iran and Israel and the United States. But I just kind of, those channels, I don't get notifications anymore. It's just, I don't need that negativity in my life. My neck's a little kinked up tonight. Have you ever been to the pyramids? You said you're from Egypt. That's one thing I always wanted to do, is go to the pyramids. I still would like to know how the pyramids were built. I don't believe the Egyptians built the pyramids. I believe they found them. And because there's graffiti at the beginning when you walk into a lot of these pyramids, and it's like that so far back. No, I don't build pyramids. What the fuck? This guy's from Egypt. I was asking him if he's ever been to the pyramids. I should build a pyramid with all these damn bricks that are back here. Build it in the middle of the woods and shit, and put like some false idol on top of it. Make people think it's some worship. Somebody comes back here worshiping the big brick god, the god of bricks. Man, almost lost my fucking vape pen. Oh, it's you. You asked me if I support Palestine or Israel, and I don't know how to answer that question because I don't really get into that kind of politics. I guess saying war is bad no matter what. No matter what side you pick, everybody's crooked. It's running shit. It seems like I don't know. Can't think of one world leader that there's no some kind of dirt that's you know that they're involved in or were involved in the past. So I just try to stay out of politics. It's not nothing happy to talk about. What the fuck just fell on my tape? So I couldn't find my freaking vape pen, bro. I was like, look, I went all the way down to the river, and I'm like, well, man, if I left it down there, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. And I'm looking down at the river, couldn't find it. Come back here, and I'm like, man, I'm looking at my cup holder, and there's a freaking hole in it. Showtime, biz. What is bro streaming? What's up, Showtime? Thanks, bro. I appreciate the like. Yeah, I would like to go viral, but I don't think it would happen. Every time I make a video or something, I always put for not for kids, so I don't get like put out there. It might just take one video for somebody to pick it up, check it out, and like, wow, and you just start sharing it. That's how I guess I'd go viral. I don't know what I would. I've had a lot of crazy shit happen to me back here. Weird nights, weird noises, and stuff like that. But if I go viral, I'd hope it'd be for all the right things. I don't want to. I'm not really. I'm drama free. I'm pretty like. When I go camping, I always clean up after myself. I make sure I clean up other people's trash. I never leave anything behind. Yeah, I believe in myself. I mean, that's my whole life. I've had nobody to really believe in but myself because my parents weren't really like there. They were there, but they weren't. So I had to like kind of depend on myself and try to do the right thing. I mean, my mom raised me pretty much, and then it was like she gave me taught me about morals and values and shit like that. So that's one of the good things she taught me, and not racist. I mean, I just kind of keep to myself. What's up, Gomez? Happy 4th of July, everybody. You have made some boom booms for the 4th of July. They turned out a lot more powerful than I thought they were. I'm glad I came out here to set them off. Person 1, person 2. Kind of like thing 1 and thing 2 from Cat in the Hat. Wasn't gonna go live. I had too much. I don't know. I was just sitting here bored. I should have brought my Switch out here so I had something to play while I'm. Usually do on if it's warm out. If it's cold, I don't like bringing my Switch out here because I'm worried about messing that thing up when it's really really cold. That's my thing. Hell, I love video games. I've been playing Rage 2. I never played the first one, but I picked up Rage 2 like when I first got my Xbox One, and then now I got my Series X, and it's like, man, the graphics on that are tight as hell for like a last generation game. I need to get Doom, the Dark Ages. I haven't played that yet. Doom is my shit. Oh, I love my Marios. I love my Nintendo games and shit. I like the different they got different like games and stuff that they've just been working with their entire life or the entire history of Nintendo, like Mario games, Donkey Kong games, just all those kind of games that Nintendo's known for. Those are the games I like to play. Other than that, I don't play a whole lot else on Nintendo because everything else on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, the graphics are always better. And I bought a game for the Switch called Lollipop Chainsaw. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or played it, or even if you guys play games, but the game's crazy. I never ever played it back in the day on the 360. I picked it up for the Switch, and man, it's like I'm having fun playing it. So I got like one board left. I got to play all the other boards on hard so I can get the last lollipops. But there's so much freaking loading, and it stutters, and it's a rough experience playing it. It's fun, but it's just a rough experience. When I guess the Switch 2 now that'll allows for 60 frames per second, better resolution. It's just a smoother game experience. So I'll give you the Switch 2 eventually. Right now, in my opinion, it's just a little too early to buy into the Switch 2 because there's not. I mean, I don't like never got into Mario Kart, so I don't like really did have really a urge to buy it. There wasn't no other Nintendo games. All the other ones were games that I've either played or boom. It's gonna be crazy over here tonight because the neighbors across the river over here, they've been lighting off some nutty shit. I didn't bring a lot of stuff, but what I did bring, it's pretty loud. Incoming! I miss setting off a bunch of fireworks. Hell, it's just that they're so damn expensive. You can spend $200-300 on one cake. I mean, that'd be a big ass cake, and it'd be an excellent finale probably. But yeah, you can spend hundreds of dollars just on one damn firework. I get like $260-300 deal for coupon for 100 or $150. That's what I usually would get that, and then a brick of firecrackers and maybe a brick of jumping jacks, something like that to add to it. I should have brought out more firecrackers with me. I only brought out I think 10 packs, but I've already set off like 2 or 3, and I'll play around with them, setting them off one by one tonight. Crazy. It was funny. The first when I let out, I couldn't believe the first one I let off as loud as it was. Bro, man, all I did was take and watch that video, and then he had two 2-liter bottle caps. The one he put one sparkle in it, in the bottom one, and then he put a hole in the top, put a wick in there, and he taped it up, taped it up, taped it up. Well, I was like, fuck that. I'm filling that bottom cap all the way up with gunpowder. And I'm going to tape it up, tape it up, tape it up. And I taped it up pretty good. Dude, when I let that son of a bitch off, I couldn't believe how loud it was. I mean, for two-liter bottle caps and some tape, it's amazing. I was going to get the regular sparklers and do the sparkler shit, but after seeing how easy it was to get the powder out of them sparklers the Morning Glory sparklers, that shit works perfect. It has like 3 different colored kinds of gunpowder, and I mixed it all up because each one does something different. One's like red, and the other one's green, and then the other one does some sparkly shit. But yeah, they're fucking $30 in sparklers. I got enough where I can make, I think, one or two. I think one more I could make for this year, but I'll just uh, go back and buy some more so I can make some for the when I come out here. Bring one with me or something so I can let everybody know I'm here. Come and try to find me. It blew a patch too. Didn't blow a hole in the ground. But I may imagine if I dug a hole and buried that freaking thing, it'd either be louder or I know it'd blow a hole up then. But yeah, I lit one off before that I made, and I think the tube was bigger, so it was. I'm thinking it was louder because I used nothing but firecracker powder. It took me hours and hours and hours, take a razor blade and split apart every single firecracker in a brick. And then I started using gunpowder from whistle rockets and all that shit. And I made, I think, two of them. And the first one I lit off was the one that was like almost all the way full. And that son of a bitch, when it went off, you could feel it. I mean, it just in your chest. And then I lit off the second one. That was a rave when I did this. And when that second one went off, there were our neighbors on up the road where they were like, "What the fuck was that?" Dude's like, "I literally just shit myself. Like literally, you made me shit myself." It's like I'm laughing. I sit back in my chair, and it's like all of a sudden security comes rolling around the corner, just creeping. And that was messed up because these things, when they blow up, they make a lot of smoke, and they're just creeping through the smoke and shit. And I'm sitting there with my fire right there with my buddy, and I looked at him. I was like, "Don't even say nothing. Don't do nothing. Just act like you're just chilling by the fire." That's like what we're doing. They pulled by and they just stopped right in front of my fucking car and just parked there for a minute. I'm like, look over at him and just look back at the fire like whatever. I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me. It's like so I didn't have any more of them, but I ended up bringing some the works bombs where you sit there and you take a 2 liter bottle and you crumble up aluminum foil into little balls, and then you put those in a 2 liter and you take the works toilet bowl cleaner. It has to be the name brand shit. And you put it in there and you screw the cap on. And you shake it up and you throw that fucking thing and get away because it's gonna bang and sound like a shotgun, but it's gonna the chemicals reaction from the aluminum foil in the works. You don't want to get none of that shit. You don't want to breathe the vapors. It's so deadly where that thing blows up, it will kill all vegetation and it will never come back. I did one of those one year and threw it in our front yard when I lived over by this lake, and it banged. And it's like the next time I went to mow the grass, it was like this huge dead spot of grass. I was like the one night I was sitting there messing around, and I was messing around, and I accidentally spilled. It was I think ammonia is what it was. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was ammonia. I spilled that on my roommate's freaking grass. She come down the next morning. She goes, "What happened to my yard?" I'm like, "What do you?" I asked her, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "There's this all of a sudden there's this dead spot of grass in my yard. What is that all about?" And I told her at that point in time I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. And I went up and looked at it. I'm like, "That's messed up." I was like, "I don't know what happened." I said, "I had nothing to do with it." I don't think she believed me, but it was an accident. I didn't think it was going to do that. I just had a cup full of ammonia for I don't even know why I had that. I think it spilled or some shit. And I don't know how I ended up with a cup full of ammonia, but I tossed it in the yard and killed the shit ton of grass. And my roommate, she was like big into the yard thing and the yeah, so she wasn't happy about that shit. But I don't have no roommates anymore. I don't mind having roommates. It's cool. You got somebody to talk to and shit. Always by yourself. But it's like sometimes it's like it's rough because especially if motherfuckers ain't paying their rent on time, it puts you in a spot where you got to cover their shit, but they're still living the high life, doing where they want to go and doing what they want to do, and so having roommates, it's got its drawbacks, its ups and downs, and I've lived with a lot of different people. I've lived with that raging alcoholics, raging crackheads, potheads. That was actually the cool ones. I lived with some pillheads, and them motherfuckers were paranoid as hell living with the pillheads. Same thing with living with the crackheads. Them motherfuckers are paranoid as shit too. I remember living with my one dude. I had teeth pulled, and I come home, and he knew I went to the dentist. And I come walking in, and he's sitting at his table, just sitting there like he's waiting for me. And I come in, and he's like, "You get your teeth pulled?" It's like, "Yeah, I got my teeth pulled." So my mouth's freaking killing me. Pulled 4 teeth. I sit down. He's like, "You get any Vicodin?" I'm like, I got a few. And I'm like, I didn't get as many as what I thought I was gonna get. I got like 20 something, but that ain't that damn many, especially if you had dental work done, 4 teeth pulled. He's like, well, I want to get 5 of those. I'm like, I don't have 5 to give you. I only got a few. I didn't get as many as I thought. He goes, well, let me see your bottle. I want to see how many you got. I'm like, dude, you ain't looking at my fucking bottle. Put me on the spot, made me feel weird as shit, and I'd have nowhere to go. So I ended up giving him 5 of them, and it pissed me the fuck off because if somebody I knew had surgery or something like that, and they needed their fucking medicine, then I'm not gonna sit there and feel bad if they can't give it to me. Yeah, that's what I mean. Living with pillheads, it was rough, man. Dude would be like, hey man, I'll give you 5 ESs if you go mow the grass. I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I'll go mow the grass. Oh, it was like 2 hours of the worst shit. You wanted it mowed a certain way. It was always on the hottest day of the week, and it was a big ass backyard that had hill, and it was just rough. I needed them damn blanket, and after I sat there and took and mowed that yard, his son wouldn't do it. His son was a pillhead. He was into the freaking Xanax, and I never seen anybody get like that in my life. Dude went psycho. If he didn't have them things, he held his mom and dad hostage. I was living there, and I was having issues with him because he was acting all crazy and like a freaking fiend. And it was like everybody was their responsibility to get this D high. Well, I had to work. I worked full time. So I left for work, came back, and sitting there in the living room and just chilling. And my roommate goes, "It's kind of quiet here, ain't it?" And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, "You notice Jonathan ain't here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, where's Jonathan at?" And he goes, "He's in jail." I'm like, what's he in jail for? He goes, he held us hostage today because I wouldn't give him money for Xanax. So he held us hostage, destroyed the phones. I had to escape and go next door. So this is one of my homeboys and shit that let me move in with him. He's sitting there taking his mom and dad hostage and shit while I'm working. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's nothing. I thought I had a slug on me. Well, that scared the shit out of me. Yeah, living with that dude, it was crazy, man. He had to go to jail. He was there for a minute. It was weird though when they let him move back in, and I was just like, I had to get out of there after he moved back in. Well, it's pretty quiet here tonight. I didn't expect a whole lot of people to be hanging out. It's 4th of July, and I guess I'm gonna get off here and do nothing for the next hour. It's actually good. Nice. I don't have to do anything. I already did enough bullshit today getting wood. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. God bless all you. Stay safe. Cherish life. You never know if you're gonna wake up the next day. And as you get older, these days they don't get longer. They get shorter. Time flies when you get older. So get out there and do something. And before you can't, you're sitting there 70 or 80 years old and laying in your bed where you're bedridden from, we'll just say cancer or something. You can look back and say, I'm so glad I went out there and did this and camped, and so glad I, met new people and shit online. That was cool. I've met a few pretty solid people on my channel, and it's awesome that some people are local and other people they're out of state. But my one buddy, he's I don't know where the hell he's even at. I was gonna say California, but I don't think it's maybe Wisconsin or somewhere. It's a lot of pine trees, and he's always doing something with the railroad. But yeah, you can hear the birds back here. It's very peaceful. I'm gonna settle in for the night and get ready to have a little bit of fun, get my supper cooked up, relax for the night, and just chill. So God bless everybody. I hope to see you guys next time on my live. If not, stop by, watch my videos. I got like almost 100 now. I'm trying to pump out, keep my content consistent. I'm trying to switch shit up, go camping in new spots. I still got my main spot. I might go there next time, but I just got a new tarp, so I'm actually mobile now, and I can go to other spots and don't have to tear down my main spot. So I may be moving around this summer. I don't know where I'm going to go next time. If I might come back here, but the wood situation might make me not. It's just getting harder and harder. There's a tree right behind me. I tried cutting into it. It was like a hardwood. I can't stand them trees that are hard, like rock hard. And you can't. your axe that's sharp ain't taking hardly any chunks out of the wood. And it's like, man, there's other shit, you can just chop it up like it's nothing. So, like I said, I love all y'all, and thanks again for coming by to my live, and I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. Stay safe, and God bless. Peace.